Welcome to Lavonne's kitchen. Let's roast a turkey today. It's Thanksgiving.
Washing off my turkey, I took the turkey neck out and all the gizzards and everything. Now I'm ready to season my turkey. I have thoroughly washed my turkey. Make sure you get all those feathers. Clean the inside and the outside. So what I'm gonna do now is season it, and for seasonings I have garlic powder, black pepper, salt, and sage. And I'm just gonna take all of those and put them in this bowl for right now. We're just going to combine all of our seasonings together. Now I'm going to soften up some butter in the microwave. I'm not going to melt it all the way yet. I'm just going to soften it up. What I like to do is pull the skin away from the meat. So I have that pocket between the skin and the meat. See how that breast? You see, I got that all the way up in there. I pull the skin away all the way up in there because I'm gonna put seasoning in here in between the meat and the skin. That skin's gonna hold the seasoning down, and it's gonna let that flavor penetrate through the meat so it doesn't have to just go through the skin. So what I'm gonna do first is put some of that butter in there, because when I put the seasoning in, smash it down. When I put the seasoning in, I want it to stick, and that it's gonna stick to that butter. So we're gonna put butter all up in there, and then we're gonna smash all that butter so we got butter all down in there. Smash that butter. Make sure you got a lot of butter in there. So the whole thing is coated with butter on the inside right now. So now that it's coated with all this butter that you can you see that? I want to take the seasoning and sprinkle it down in there. I'm gonna take it and shake it a little bit, make sure it's getting all up in there. See all that seasoning up under the skin and on top of the meat? Now I'm gonna take the rest of that seasoning and just pour it inside. There we go. So now we've got seasoning in here, we've got seasoning in there, and I don't have any more, so I'm gonna have to make some more because I want a little bit on top. Before I put my seasoning on top, I'm gonna put the rest of that butter that was left, I melted it. I'm just gonna pour it on the outside. This is going to ensure that we have a nice brown turkey. Make sure it gets under the arms, on those wings. Lift up those legs. You want some on the inside. There we go. So you could either put your seasonings in the bowl, mix them up, or you could just sprinkle them on. I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle them on the outside. So we have our salt, we have our sage. I'm gonna put some celery inside of it. Now I'm gonna take a half a stick of butter and stick it all the way in there. I'll get my spoon so I can push it all the way up in there. It's gonna melt on top of our celery and let that butter and juice go inside. Then I'm going to take the legs, put those legs together, close up our turkey just like that so everything doesn't come out. Put a little bit of foil on it, stick it in a 325-degree oven. And that depends on the size of your turkey. Mine is 14 pounds, so it depends on the size of your turkey. Since mine weighs 14 pounds, it has to cook for 3.5 hours. For the first 3 hours, I'm gonna cook it uncovered. That last half hour, I'm going to cover it with foil. Cooking it uncovered is going to allow it to turn brown. When I put that foil over it, that's gonna allow those juices to start running through that turkey so it'll be nice and juicy. It's not totally done yet. It's only been an hour and a half, but you see it's browning already. There's a lot of juice in the bottom. I'm gonna take that juice, put it in this cup, and then pour it all on top of this turkey. That's how I baste. Time to put it back in the oven. Hey, it's been another hour, so I'm gonna baste it again. Look how beautifully brown it is. This time after I baste it, I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up with the foil. I got another hour and a half. So this last hour and a half, I'll cover it up with some foil. All right, the timer just went off. The turkey is ready, so let's get him out of the oven. Ooh, it's hot. Uncover him. Oh, it's nice and golden brown. Oh my goodness, look at that. Just look at that. That is beautiful. Look at that. And all of that juice that's down there in the bottom of that, use that to make your dressing. I'm going to baste it one last time before I put my foil on it. I want to taste it so bad, but it's hot. Just gonna baste it one last time. Look at how beautiful that is. So, I'm gonna cover it up, let it sit, and let those juices distribute again. And guess what? I'll see you next time in the kitchen. Bye.